had made 2 videos. I went down to the river and I was sitting down there for a little bit. I made 2 of them, and then I looked at them and I thought, no, I don't like them. So I come home here. Well, I went to the Dairy Queen first, and I bought me a hamburger, a large Coke, and an ice cream cone. So I sit down there and ate that, and then I went to the thrift store and picked up a few things, and then I went to the grocery store and got a little bit of stuff. But I don't you just love how this brightness comes and goes? I don't understand what happens. But anyway, I really don't have anything all that pertinent to my channel to talk about, but I've been doing much better as far as my enthusiasm and stuff like that. I've made up my mind that I have got to get to the doctors whether I want to or not, and try to get my knees fixed, get to a dentist and see about getting my teeth fixed. And I went online. I got a notification that I've got to recertify my student loans, and I'm just not sure how that's going to work yet, because I tried to get in there. I mean, I got in there on the site, and then on the regular site, and then I had to go to another site and had to start an account, and you got to have an application, you know, and I can't find the application anywhere. So I spent a couple hours on that, trying to do that yesterday, to no avail. So, you know, here's the thing. I'm very fortunate that I took the time way back when. I didn't even have internet. All I had was one of them big conky computers, and I sat down and started learning how to operate it. Just operate what was on the computer. Didn't have no internet or anything like that. So I started doing that, and then I went to a few classes at the library, and then I went to college and learned more there, and then just horsing around on the computer here at home and stuff, you know. I mean, you can make some mistakes, you really can. A lot of people will tell you, you can't mess. Yeah, you can mess it up. Yes, you can. I'm telling you. I blew the computer up one time. When you got somebody else on your internet and stuff, and I went in and I seen my brothers on my, you know, on the internet where I was at, and so I clicked on it, wiped everything out right there instantly, and I said, for crying out loud. I couldn't even get into the computer after that. I mean, it just wiped it all out. And so I fiddled around with it, and I knew what I had to do, and I did, but I wasn't sure whether I could get a hold of the right thing to do it with. But I ordered the program that you put back on the computer, but oh my gosh, it come within a couple of days, and I worked all day long. I mean, I couldn't get nothing to come up on the screen except there was a couple buttons you had to push to get some words to come up. Then you had to push just the right thing to do that, and then you had to put the disk in for it to download on the computer, to put everything all back in it again. So I did that. Like I said, it took me all day long. So I guess what I'm saying to everybody today, now I know a lot of you know how to run a computer. I mean, you can get on YouTube, but it's easy to get on YouTube on your phone. I mean, because they practically do it for you. And some people watch YouTube on television. I can do that. Now, computer's a little bit different. If you got a channel or something, you want to go into it and see what all's going on. You got to learn where to go and what to push and this and that and whatnot. And same thing with ordering online. So if you don't know how to do that stuff, everybody's in deep trouble. Everybody that don't know how to do that stuff is in deep trouble. So if you don't know how to do your banking and stuff online, and you don't know how to do any ordering online, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, because you have to. If you're gonna buy anything, you have to put your whatever card it is you're gonna use on there. And I try to take mine out of it every time once I order and I've got it. But I didn't take it out this time. But that's where we're going. So if you don't want to have to wait around for somebody to come along and help you do what you need to do, then you've got to learn how to do it. Everybody don't have the kind of time we do when we're just sitting around here. They've got lives of their own and so forth. So the best thing for you to do, and me too, is learn how to do that stuff without having to bother anybody. Now, I've made plenty of mistakes on like ordering and stuff, and if you're not careful, it'll go through, and you didn't even think that you put it through. So there's the machines and stuff. I mean, sometimes the machines can break down. Your phone, oh my Lord, when I'm trying to do something on my phone sometimes, and if the site that you're going to don't want to work right, and or the internet keeps coming in and out, or your data keeps coming in and out, and you happen to touch the wrong thing during that time, then you've got a mess on your hands. I'm not the best at doing all those kind of things, but there are people out there that know, click, 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 they've got it done. But with banking systems and stuff coming and doing what they're doing. In fact, I got a email the other day that said that, and I had to go in and look at all the terms and stuff. It's for the online banking, and I had to accept it. If I don't decline on it by the time January comes, then they're going to assume that I go along with it. But I couldn't quite make drift what it is they were trying to say, because they use terms that people don't want to take the time to look at them, for one thing. So look at your bank statements, look at your messages and stuff they send, because they are doing the online Fed thing now, and the different things that that they set up that if you don't do it a certain way, then depending on your bank, they can cancel your account or different things like that. So I'm gonna wait and see. I mean, here's what you got everybody hollering: the mark of the beast. Mark of the beast. There ain't no. It is not going to be what you think it is. The Antichrist is not going to be what you think it is. And you've just got to learn to roll with the flow. Now, I know that there's this big thing going around that these, I can't think of the name, but they're fighting back with mantras. I mean, a bunch of them all getting together and they're like doing a chant kind of deal, and you can tell they're angry. They're not going to put up with it, and that's happening all over the world now. Started in New Zealand, in the Parliament itself. They're not going to put up with the bills and the bill that they're passing and so forth. So there's ways of doing those kind of things without fussing and fighting. I mean, what they did was, it was like an Indian chant or something like that. But they were letting people know they weren't putting up with it. So I know a lot of us think that there's nothing that we can do about it, but first of all, there is a lot of things we can do about it. We don't have to go out and buy and buy and buy and buy. I mean, here's the thing. We make them people rich. You understand? We make them people rich. And the more richer they get, the more powerful they get. So we don't have to go out there and buy $14,000, $15,000 car or electric car or what is it, 60,000, something like that. Don't have to do that. You don't have to buy $200 and $300 and $400 worth of groceries a month. These bodies can sustain ourselves with a lot less. All you got to do is make sure you're getting the nutrients in and getting the water. So, okay, so what if your refrigerator breaks? Go get a used one. If your washing machine breaks, go get a used one. Or find a cheaper route. First of all, we don't need as many clothes as we got, that's for sure. I know I got way too many clothes. But since I'm doing this, I want to have different colors, different styles, a different flair. My spot here is to encourage all you out there to do the best that you can do with what you've got. And but I am telling you, any of you that got your hands and you got your brain about you and you can see, try to learn more. I mean, the phone's easy, but a little easier really, but you can't see as well on the phone that you can, and you can't do as much on the phone as you can on a computer. So I would definitely do my best to try to learn all that stuff as fast as possible, because I do not like what I'm hearing. Now, some of it might be okay. I mean, okay, so I get $13.22 right now. Now, come the first year, I'm supposed to get a 2.5% raise, something like that. And that'll put me up to $13.58. And But they're talking, and I heard Elon Musk say it himself, that you know he's part of the cabinet now, if you want, if you will. And I said I don't want to talk what you call politics, this side or that side or whatever. Um, but they're starting to. Elon is going to be um, efficiency. He's going to set up ways that people can live efficiently. But he did mention a universal income. So that whole system is getting ready to bring in one world government. I don't care what, that's what it's all about. And I didn't particularly care for the other side either. I didn't care for either side as far as that goes. I mean, I personally would like us to be ruled by our Creator. And I don't know how that's going to happen, but um, within us, each one of us individually doing our thing through the Creator. But a universal income? No. Would I get more than what I get now? I don't know. Would you get more than what you're getting now, or they just put us in places that the rent don't cost us so much, and this is provided and that's provided, and but from what I hear, you've got to kind of like, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe I was listening to the wrong thing by the wrong people, I don't know, but that you have to like join, you have to ask or something like that for that particular, I don't know. All I know is I think everybody ought to be prepared well enough to be on the computer and doing all that kind of stuff. And you can get a cheap computer. I got this tablet. It's not what you call a big fancy computer or nothing like that, but it's a little bit better than the phone. I can see on it better. And a lot of people now, they have to have an app on their phone or something like that to be able to get into their healthcare system. And now they want you to make appointments that way and so forth. Well, I'm not there yet. I don't want to do that. But I have decided that the best thing for me right now, while I'm waiting on Mr. Right, try to go ahead and get my knees fixed so that I'll be able to walk properly and all that kind of stuff when he comes along. And get my teeth fixed so I can eat better and more healthier than I can right now. But there's just things that you got to make yourself do. That's just bottom line. And so I'm telling you, quit fooling around so much on YouTube and take the time to learn some computer skills and go that way. So I've got some things I want to do tonight. I like photography and I like to do selfies, so I'm gonna do some picture taking this evening sometime. Well, I tell you what, I will. Any of you out there, and I'm sure there is, that you wake up in the middle of the night or early in the morning and you're soaking wet because you just drenched yourself in sweat. Well, that's what I've been doing the last couple of days, and I woke up this morning just drenched. And of course, I'm under a nice fluffy blanket, but that can happen whether I've just got a sheet on me or not. But yeah, mountains. We've all got mountains to climb. And we're going to be tested at every little turn we make. and whether or not we're still going to be kind to people, whether or not we're not going to be afraid to love people. Love your neighbor as yourself. Love your enemies. I don't have any enemies because you have to see them as enemies before you actually have an enemy. You have to criminalize somebody before you wouldn't have to forgive anybody if you didn't criminalize what they did or didn't do. So I don't know. Nothing's coming to me today about talking. I haven't got much clicking in my ears today. I don't remember much at all, but it's kind of, well, it was kind of nice out here today, but now it's starting to lighten up. I mean, darken up and stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna call it a afternoon now. And here's my sassy. Here's my sassy. Come here, sassy, wassy. Oh, 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 oh. There's my sassy. There's my sassy. Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. You're the good girl. Hmm? You're the good girl. Hmm? Hmm? You're the good girl. Hmm? Yeah, you're the good girl. Yeah, there is. You're the good girl. Yes. You're the good girl. Yeah, there is. Yum 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 yum. See? Say hi to everybody. Yeah, say hi to everybody. You're the good girl. What you doing? Yeah. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Yeah, say hi to everybody. Well, everybody, we're going to go now. If you think you can, if you think you can't, you're right. And a merry heart doeth good like a medicine. And if you're not merry, your bones will dry up and wither away. All right, we'll talk to you later.